Hi, I'm Chris Dawes, and I'm with the board of the Summer Institute of Church Music, and I'm delighted that we are talking today to Debbie Fingas, who is going to be our keyboard instructor. Welcome, Debbie.
Thank you very much.
Debbie, you are the music minister at Trinity United Church in Cobourg and led Jeunesse Choirs as an associate artistic director and accompanist as well. You have so much to bring to us at SICM. What else should we know about you?
Well, um, yeah, so the United Church that I happen to be at has a pretty large music program. And my passion is using music as a tool to engage people with their faith. And as such, I run a wide variety of music ensembles through the church. And that includes an adult choir, a children's choir, handbell choirs, and some smaller ensembles like a flute quartet and an occasional youth choir and a string ensemble, amongst others. And so my overall interest is in my playing is not about performance per se, but in leading and supporting and empowering others in their music making, which is why I'm so interested in leading sessions this summer with the theme of sing up and sing out, sing on.
Do you have hobbies? Do you have kids? Do you have a family? I know you do. And tell us a little bit, just so we can get to know you a little better.
Yeah, I've lived here in Cobourg for a long time. We moved here when I was 7, and I just went away for school. And my husband is from here as well, so that's why the tie to Cobourg. And I have 2 daughters. They're both in university. One is studying to be a United Church minister, and the other is in software engineering. So yeah, and have 2 cats, 2 grand cats. So
Can you just say a quick word about handbells? Because we won't touch on them very much in our discussion going forward, but I know it's a very important subject for you.
yeah, I'm actually the handbell director for 2 different churches. So I have Trinity United Church is my church, and I have a bell choir there. But I also direct at St. Peter's Anglican, which is like around the corner. And so I have a bell choir there as well. And I just think it's a really great way to get people involved in music that don't sing, that is, singing is not their comfortable place. And I do a lot of bells and have some community handbell experience as well. So yeah, do a lot of stuff with handbells.
How does that even work with 2 churches around the block that probably have services at the same time?
They do. I don't direct them on Sunday mornings. Sid Burrell is the organist there, and he's a fine conductor. So he doesn't know anything about handbells. So I do the rehearsals, teach them everything they need, and then I send him conducting notes. And cross my fingers that on Sunday morning I get a text after saying it went well.
That's amazing. Okay. All right. So I spotted this in your bio that you shift, as many of us do, between directing and playing. So can you tell us a little bit about that from your point?
Sure. So like I said, teaching and leading is really my passion, so that each person can participate in music in the best way in order to engage in worship and express themselves through music. So I try to choose instrumental music, things that I'm playing on the piano or organ that supports the rest of the liturgy so that the people can listen in an engaged way also. So I guess in that way, I'm still leading. So there isn't really a big difference when it comes to the intent behind my personal music making in terms of performance versus leadership in that way. For me, it's all about the engagement of the congregation and those in worship. So certainly there are times when maybe I'm playing and things get complicated and I'm unable to multitask in a way that might be helpful. So if I'm leading the choir from the piano, for example, and like a lot of church musicians, it's a rare day that I am able to have an accompanist and actually get to conduct. So I'm hoping that in my sessions, I'm able to offer some insight on ways that I adapt for the purpose of leading and supporting through my playing.
One of the things I've enjoyed asking our faculty in these recent interviews is, could you tell us about a favorite story of congregational singing?
Yeah. So most of our services finish with a final song, Amen. And it's just the Strathdy Amen that's at the end of Voices United. I'm sure a lot of congregations use it. For our church, it's a real heart song, and they sing it loudly. And we have a wonderful acoustic, and there's this wonderful ring when they release that final Amen. And we were having a congregational visioning session, and the leader asked the congregation, if you could take three things with you to a desert island from the church, anything at all, what would those three things be? And they decided that amen had to be one of those things, so which I thought was just such a beautiful reminder of the significance of music in our worship to the people.
Okay, well, so Debbie, you're coming to Whitby. Tell us what we're going to be sharing with you, especially, I think, on Wednesday.
Right. Well, I'm hoping to make sort of equal use of both piano and organ, acknowledging that not all churches and musicians use both, but hopefully there can be some takeaways for everyone. Focusing on the theme of sing up, sing out, sing on, I plan on dividing the two sessions sort of in as to have different focuses. So session one will be about leading congregational singing from the organ and piano, and I plan to talk about issues like lack of enthusiastic singing, tempo issues, cueing entrances, some suggestions on helping these issues in real time through keyboard techniques, registration,
Right.
modifications to music, articulation, that kind of thing. Also, some effective ways to help support new songs, dressing up old favorites. And the second session will focus on leading choirs from the keyboard, including conducting when your hands are busy, helping when harmonies are struggling, some tips for playing piano music on the organ, and vice versa, those sorts of things.
Debbie, you're going to actually get to play for all of those
Yeah.
rehearsals from Monday through the week, and I'm envious, actually, because I've loved doing this for these years, and
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think, I think you're going to do an awesome job.
I'm really excited. It's a seeing the list of repertoire. It's there's some really great music there. I'm excited to work with the choir and to work with Patrick, and yeah, it's something certainly that will allow me to use my skills, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Thank you, Debbie, so much for your time today, and we're so looking forward to having you with us in Whitby.
Looking forward to it too. I'll see everybody there.